Hey, it's Dan with E-Wheeler Dealer. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to talk about e-bikes. Obviously, I'm covering everything from e-bikes to e-motorcycle to e-scooter to, as you can see here, e-kids vehicles, also mobility, and we're even getting in some accessories as well. But with that, today we're going to talk about specifically e-bikes, and just want to show you the website. So you can go to e-bikes here, click on this link, and then within the link you're going to see YouTube videos. This video will be on that to where you're able to watch it and follow if you need to review back or go back to it. And then obviously you have all the other categories that you can take a look at, other videos that I've done. And then ultimately the deal sheets, I call them, but it's basically the pricing documents that I go through with you that has some pictures, some of the specifications, etc. Those are here. So I'm going to go over the new Senada new bikes today with you, and then also their returns. They have a returns that's available. You can download those documents here, review them at your own leisure as well if you don't want to hear and see me. With that though, I'm going to jump into the manufacturer Senada bikes. These guys are a great company. They're based in China. I work with the rep all the time. I've worked with the owner. Met with everybody. Obviously, negotiated some great pricing for you, and ultimately, the inventory's in LA. They're UL certified, and they have some incredible bikes. I say they're ahead of the game when it comes to e-bikes. They just seem to be a little bit more advanced and further along than many. With that, there's going to be six different models we're going to cover today in the new, and again, based in LA. So the pricing is based on you picking it up in Los Angeles area, or we can do some shipping for you. Pricing varies if you're just getting a sample to test, which I totally understand, or if you need to get a pallet, 6 bikes, and obviously the cost per bike is a bit lower there, depending on where you're at. And usually we do a Shopify link for your order, and you can order that way. So we're going to go through the Mayor, the Herald, the Osprey, the Saber, the Gladiator, and the Drifter today. And hopefully you're going to go through it really quick so you guys can get back to work, but hopefully maybe do a little shopping with me before then. So the first one is the Mayor. So the Mayor retails at $13.99. The pricing to you is $920 down to $980 depending on the volume you purchase. It's UL certified 750 watt, 48 volt, 20 amp. And a lot of the bikes you look at, they're the 26 inch. They're all 4-inch wide as far as I remember. And they have incredible, like I said, power and stay power as well. The ranges, they have just batteries that have a ton of amps on them. So these guys will go for a while. Colors wise, you're looking at both options for white with a blue overlay, and then the black with the orange overlay. And pretty bike. Next one is the Herald. Retails $13.99, and you're pricing $840 down to $810, and 1,000 watt, 48 volt, 21 amp. Obviously, I guess it's called semi-step through. Previous one obviously very step through. This one with 2 bars. Maybe you can call it mid-step. I don't know. I just made that up. Previous bike I forgot to mention 5.3 to 6.6. This one is 5.5 to 6.6, and again, a ton of bike, ton of distance and range. All these ship out as class 2s, and ton of bike for the money for sure. The options here are, I believe, black and white. So, and that's those. Okay. Next bike is the Saber. 840 to 810 to you, 1299 retail. Again, 1,000 watt, 48 volt. They're all we've watched so far. 26 inch radius, 4-inch wide bikes, and 21 amp, 1,000 watt, 80-mile range. Beautiful bike. In fact, let's look, because this does better justice for the look of the bike. So you got charcoal gray, you got the midnight blue, and you got the ocean blue for options. I like the midnight blue myself. Next one is the Gladiator. Retails for $9.99 to you, $3.29 to $5.99. Look at the bike. Oh, 5.2 to 6.2, so it covers a good range size. 750 watt, 15 amp. Kind of average. So what? But this is a full suspension bike. Full suspension bikes with a 750 watt, 15 amp. These retail for a lot more than $9.99. I think they're very low on their the retail value of their bikes. This is $14.99. At least $13.99, even if it goes on sale for $100. So, anyways, great bike. Everybody should be selling a ton of these, even though it's saying retail $9.99. I think they're worth a ton more than that. It's a ton of bike for the money. And you got the nice powder blue overlay of the white, and then the white overlaid with the, I guess, gold, you'd call it. So that's the Gladiator. Killer bike. Should be very popular and set a ton. I've got a similar bike to this that's cost $500 more retail. And, Gladiator's a great bike. Osprey, classic frame that swoop down the step through. $9.99 retail. Again, this bike I think is around $12.99, I think, value, and $6.29 down to $5.99 to you, and it's 500 watt, 48 volt, 20 amp, and torque sensor. So when you look at it, not a big deal, blah blah blah, but it is a big deal. You got a 20 amp battery and a torque sensor. Bikes like this, this is a great price. This is a really good price for this bike. Let's take a look at the color options there. So we got a charcoal and or rock gray, they're calling it, and a lake blue. Both nice colors, pretty bikes. Again, this company I think is really ahead of the game. They don't sell what's today. They're selling what's tomorrow, really, right now, which is kind of nice, right? Last one is the Drifter. Drifter retail $611. To you $450 down to $435. Obviously, the cheaper the bike, the less the margin is, but we make it up in volume because you got a lot more people that are buying them in your store and taking them home, which is the end game, right? This one is 500 watt. Again, the 20 inch. These are the 20 inch, so it's obviously the foldable bike as well. It's great bike for the money. I know most of my dealers are saying they want to get a bike that they can sell for somewhere around like $5 to $550 range. This one, maybe you're going to sell for $6 or so, but it's definitely a great bike. Color options, this one's only got the black with the green overlay. They only have the black available. So that's it for the new bikes. Again, you reach me. Here's my contact information. Now we've got returns. Oops, sorry about that. Missing a number. There. So that won't work. Okay. And let's go to the returns. Now we got e-bike returns from Senada that I've negotiated some great pricing. And we'll jump into it. So we got model, quantity, color, picture, specs, retail value, dealer price, that's your price, and dealer total. What the dealer total means is if there's two of them, it will multiply this number by 2 and give you that. So we got Herald with the 48 volt 15 amp, and then battery at the 1000 watt, and then they've got a Herald with a 21 amp 1000 watt. And I'll let you go through this. There's links to see all the different pages. And well, that one's broke. Apologize. Let me see here. I gotta find. Is this one? Nope. I gotta get you an updated link on this one. So I'll update this, make sure that you guys are able to access this. But go to the document and take a look at the site, my website, and you'll be able to find this document that has all these. Ultimately, the fly landed on me. Ultimately, the value is $32,700 for these returns. Selling them at half the price at 16,371. If we got a dealer out there that's loves the bikes, ready to go, has a big gap, and these bikes fill it, then we'll go 15 grand for all of them. Looks like they're in two different locations, warehouse wise, both in Southern California. Again, these are all UL certified, and Senada is a great company, great people. You know, I'm going to be working with them for the rest of my career for sure. These guys are great. So with that, e-wheeler dealer, don't forget about reaching out to me. You can either call, email, or you can click this link and schedule a meeting. And look forward to meeting with you. Thank you very much.